Women in gaming. Let's talk about it. The gaming industry is a place where a lot of women, transgender people, and non-binary people find extremely unwelcoming, hostile, and sometimes even terrifying due to the discrimination and bullying currently occurring. I know as a female, it was a really hard environment to try to adjust to, especially as a woman in gaming who is just starting out. If you don't know, I'm a full-time gaming content creator. I make content on Twitch and TikTok and here on YouTube. But before I ever did this professionally, I also just did it in my free time when I was a kid. Aww. I remember getting my first ever console and I was so excited to play on it, but I'd only ever play on it when I was by myself. If my younger male cousins came over and wanted to play the console, I would actually sit back and just watch them because I wanted to avoid any possibility of being made fun of being bad at the game because I was a girl. This was also in the phase of, you got beaten by a girl, you're trash. Honestly, I don't think we're past that phase yet. So, Maybelline has actually recently collaborated with Aussie gamers Drewdog, Paladin Amber, Luminum, and Joelberg to explore that environment in gaming that a lot of women, non-binary, and trans people experience in a very entertaining way. But before we get to that, I'm going to apply and show you my current favorite Maybelline mascaras while I talk about my own experiences in the gaming industry, doing it full-time, doing it as a hobby, because I don't share that part about my life very often, but I feel like it's important to see. I'm gonna start with the Maybelline Colossal Curl Bounce Mascara. This is probably my favorite mascara at the moment because you don't need to use one of these things, an eyelash curler. If you're anything like me, these are terrifying. This is a very self-sufficient mascara and it's great for volume. So as I said before, I didn't ever really feel like I belonged in video games as a younger female, but it kind of still occurred when I started doing my own content. When I first started doing content, I kind of branded myself as a bad gamer, simply because that meant that I could bully myself at being bad at games before anyone else online could. In fact, I was so afraid of ridicule from other people online that I didn't even put my face to my content. I was completely faceless. I'm sorry, but look at all this iron I found though, like, at least that's something. That was completely by chance, but please give me the credit. As I throw away my shut. Is this how you remember? I'm actually gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Legacy. What is a legacy? I'm dead. Eventually, I managed to move on from that. I put a face to the game and a face to my content because I grew as a person, and by that I mean I grew thick-skinned to what everybody was saying about me. I distinctly remember someone who I thought was my friend telling me that I only succeeded in gaming because I was a female and because I was pretty. Like, thanks for calling me pretty, but it kind of discounted all my other work that I'd put into it. I don't want to be reduced to my gender. I've just done one eye and you can already see the difference. I'm going to show you on my phone so I can do a close-up real quick. This is what it looks like close up. You can definitely see that this one has more curl than these ones, which is awesome. Eventually, and currently, I've been playing some more FPS games, which are a lot more male heavy, and I refuse to play any competition games where the stakes are a bit higher, because I am quite literally terrified of someone yelling at me or yelling slurs or abusing me for being not as great at the game as they are, and having them blame it on my gender. Which means that I'm too afraid to play a game that I'm genuinely so passionate about and a game that I play day and night. Like, it's just not fair. Now, while this mascara is awesome on its own, I also go in with the Falsies Lash Lift. It just elongates the lashes and gives them that little bit of extra oomph. It's like the perfect match made in heaven. Aww. Now, although a lot of the discrimination towards women and people who are transgender and those who are non-binary occurs in-game, I feel as though a lot of people don't realize this actually goes into also the business side of things. As a woman who does gaming professionally, I feel as though I get less opportunity, or maybe there is a bit more bias towards me than there is my male cohorts. For example, in a lot of the interviews I get to do, which I love doing and I'm very excited about doing them all the time, I do notice there is a bias towards me in the questions they ask. I just got the questions for an interview very recently, and about 80% of them were aimed at my male friend, and 20% of them, which were meant to be aimed at me, actually had something to do with my male friend. And I know a lot of this is probably unintentional bias, but it just proves that it's really living at the heart of gaming, and it's tolerated and accepted. I'm gonna show you another comparison with my eyeballs. So as you can see, these ones just have that extra little oomph compared to these ones. So from what I can see, and of course from my own experiences, gaming seems to be the only real industry that blatantly turns a blind eye to this discrimination and bullying. and it needs to change. But of course, I'm not going to make you take it at my word. Maybelline has released a video tied in with the campaign that I mentioned before that addresses this discussion in depth. And now that my lashes are all done, let's take a look at the video together.
When I started making videos, I already knew people were gonna give me shit for like my voice.
Back when I gamed in high school, I didn't use voice chat because if I did, I wouldn't be able to compete.
As soon as people figured out that you were a girl, like they just jumped on that.
Instantly.
We're going to test all this. Hello. Testing.
Hello. Oh, there we go.
Well, there she is.
This is me as a girl. Sweet Bee, that's my name.
How long do you think it's going to take before he gets told to get back into the kitchen?
I encourage you to watch the rest of the video. I've linked it in the description below. I am sick and tired of bullying and discrimination being not only tolerated, but accepted in the hobby and the job that I absolutely love. I am tired of being seen as less than because of my gender. So I cannot thank Maybelline enough for this campaign. Thank you so much for getting involved. Look me in the eyes and see me as your equal.